G'day all you mad gamers out there, I'm Mad Mikey and I come from the bloody land down under, and in today's Friday show of the shit that I'll probably never play, we come back here and we sit back and we relax a bit on Friday because it's been a long week. Now we just want to show off all the games that we've been buying over the last couple of the weeks. So cheers guys, it's been a long week, got a few good games over here, so let's just talk and show off what we've been playing. I'm going to talk about that too. Cheers, guys. It's rum with no sugar Coke. It's not too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, YouTube proudly presents to you its #1, I think, gaming collecting show in the world! I am Mad Mikey, and this is the shit I'll probably never play! Mad Mikey Gaming. Yes, welcome back guys. It's been a while. It's been probably a couple of weeks now since the last shit I'll probably never play. But in case, as you said, you don't know, I'm Mad Mikey and welcome to my channel. This is where I actually started on YouTube. So if you're just new, welcome. If you've been watching for a while, thank you for continually watching and support. Subscribers are coming through and we'll get there eventually to where I want to be at the end of the year, which is around 300, so almost there. But guys, this is basically the show where we talk about what I've collected over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just going to talk a bit about also what I have been playing. But before that, we'll have some more. Cheers. So, what I've been playing over the last couple of weeks, I pulled out the actual 3DS the other week because I thought it's about time that I start getting back into Fire Emblem Fates. In case you guys don't know, Fire Emblem Fates, very turn-based sort of strategy game, and it consumes a lot of time. I was talking to my friend today, and he actually just sold his 3DS, and he actually bought the 3DS just basically to play this game. And he said, man, I sold my 3DS. I'm like, what? But the Fire Emblem, there's the new one, Shadows of Valentia and Echoes and whatnot. And he's just like, dude, it consumes too much of my time. So I'm like, dude, I understand. So I'm playing my sort of restarting again. I'm about 10 hours in. My first one was about 16 hours in and then I gave up. But I'm actually having a lot of fun. I just do it on the commute from train work. You know, there's a good sort of 2 hours or so that I do have there. But the 3DS ran out of battery today. I've also been playing over on the PlayStation 4. I've been playing Persona 5. I'm about 30 hours into that game. Just finished the second dungeon. So it's been a long time. It's just a game that I don't have enough time to really sit down and sort of push forward and play and get really engrossed in. But I'm really enjoying it so far. And if you haven't picked it up or you're haven't given it much of a go, it's definitely worth a go. Also just finished Max Payne 3 over on the Xbox 360. Now I've got my gaming room all set up. I'm wrapped. I'm able to sit in there and just kick back and relax and just play a lot of old games. Speaking of old games, we'll get into the first game that I picked up over the last couple of weeks, and it was Batman Vengeance. And as soon as it arrived, I'm like, you know what? I've got this game. I've already got it, so I don't need it. But it actually inspired me to actually play the game. It's actually a really cool game. It's sort of set in your cartoon universe, and the controls are a bit clunky on the GameCube, but so far so good. I actually have enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll go back to playing it. I've got a lot of other things that I'm playing at the moment. I'm actually just restarted Max Payne, the original one. I'm playing that on the Xbox. That's actually been, again, a lot more fun. And yeah, like it's just awkward having to switch in between all your gadgets and aim up and shoot and grapple, and look, I think that I would quite enjoy this game if its turn came up. So, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Which inspired me then to actually get my shit together and get a proper game collecting app. I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is CLZ, Collectors Games. So basically you scan your games in and it adds them all up, and then let's just say here you click on it and then it just gives you a bit of information on the actual game as well as trailers. So I have tried a lot of the free ones in the past, and yeah, there was always just one or two things that didn't really do it for me on those apps, but this one's actually got it. The only annoying thing is that it doesn't pick up on a lot of the Australian barcodes, so you've got to then manually enter them. It picks up a lot on the European. I think they're actually made by a European company, but it's actually really good if you are a game collector, so I would definitely recommend checking that one out. Now, this next game that I did pick up was actually a belated birthday present from one of my followers. I've spoken about him before, Adam. He's been following me since the start. He's been really good. He's always good chat, and his collection, like, by far outdoes mine. Mine is like yay high, and his is like way up there, and it would probably be the size of a building and stuff. He shows me all these pictures. I'm like, dude, what are you doing to me? You're making me jealous. But knowing that I'm an avid collector, he has actually thrown me a couple of games, sold me a couple of games, but he actually sent this one to me for my birthday. He said that he ordered it, and I didn't have it, which was actually a really good thing. It was Reservoir Dogs on the PlayStation 2. Now, this game, in case you don't know, was banned in Australia due to violence and whatever. Like, you full on go into psycho mode in this game, and apparently that's not awesome in Australia here. But it's based off of the movie. You basically play as the characters from the movie, and they sort of advertise it as it sort of takes you outside of the movie and fills in a lot of the plot points in the game. So I have actually had this on PC back in the day when obviously it was illegal to actually have this or purchase it, because we couldn't purchase it, so I got it illegally on the PC and actually had a lot of fun with it. It actually is a really fun game, so I'm really rapt to have that one in here. Now, the rest of the games that I've got for the rest of the week, they are newer games. Those were the older games that I got. As I said, one of them I already got, so the first one that I picked up was on the Nintendo Switch, and that was Splatoon 2. Now, they really missed out on this one. They should have called it Splat and replaced the T with the 2. But I've played a little bit of this game. I've only played the multiplayer game. I know that there is a single player game, and a lot of people are talking a lot of good things about the single player game. But let's face it, multiplayer is where it's at with that game, and surprisingly, I've actually been doing really well. Like, I've only just hit level sort of 4 where you can start buying equipment, and then I think I actually leveled up to level 5. And I've actually been, for my team, I'm actually winning the rounds, so I must be good at it. I'm pretty glad about that. And then the next one was one that I have been looking for. It's sold out. It's selling like crazy. It's probably going to be one of the best-selling games of the year if Red Dead Redemption 2 was not going to come out. But it's Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. 3 games that I've never played before in my life. It's Pro Enhanced for some strange reason. And look, I had a PlayStation when I was younger, but as you guys know, if you have been watching me for a while, you know what, I just played a lot of sports games on there. Never really got into the Crash games. A couple of my friends had them, and I played it when I was there. Like, I thought it was cool, but like, I mean, this is selling like hotcakes. They got it back in stock, so I did pick it up. So I am really looking forward to actually getting back and maybe trying to play this game at some point in my life. The next 3 games, my friend George, you know, I've probably spoken about him a couple of times. Last show, he'd actually given me an Overwatch Winston t-shirt for free, but he messaged me the other day and he was like, look, I'm going to go trade in a lot of games over at EB Games. They're probably going to give me nothing for them. Are there any that you want? And just sort of tell me how much you want to pay for them. And I sort of picked out 3. And I said, look, I'll give you $20. He's like, yep, that's fine. And I've been sitting there at work for the last week. I just, like, he's on the other side of the building. He's not that far from me. And it just, I don't know what took it so long to go pick him up and just pay him. But I did it today because I knew that I was going to be doing today's show. So, look, a couple of these games I've already got. A couple of games, one of them I've really been after for a while. I've just been waiting for a good price. And then another one, I don't friggin' have an idea what this game is about. The first one is the one that I've been after for a while, and that's Deadpool on the Xbox One. Now, I actually bought this on the PC. Now, when I bought it on PC and Steam, I was a bit worried because it was like $30, and I'm like, when there's games coming out on there and they are cheap, you know that they're probably shit. But I played it, it's hilarious. Nolan North does a really good job doing Deadpool on here. He does it really well. And it's been on sale a couple of times digitally over on the Xbox One, and it's been around sort of $30 or so. And it's just, I didn't want to spend that much already knowing that I've already got this game. So I picked it up off of him, and I'm glad I did, and I probably will get into this and have some fun with it. Next one, I've actually already got digitally. I did buy it because there was a really good price for it digitally because I'm part of the EA Access program. So you get the 10% off and you get the trial. So I trialed it, I sort of liked it. But as I sort of played it, I didn't really get that much into it. But it is the latest Need for Speed game with full FMV video. And the thing that shit me about this game was the online component, to be perfectly honest. I know they've since changed that and made it that you don't have to be online, but just the characters on there are just so... Oh, just, hey bro, let's talk it up. Hey, he'll hook you up. He's the hookup. You're the man. And I'm just like, oh god. Just let me friggin' drive the game. But as I said, look, I got that digitally, so I would probably prefer it to have it physically as well, as I'm a collector, you know. And the last one was Battleground Worlds Chronos. So this game is actually like a turn-based strategy, and I picked it up basically because I didn't have it. And it's got apparently 2 single-player campaigns, more than 45 hours of gameplay, and yeah, the only other game that I've played sort of like this is Halo Wars 2, and I didn't really think much of it, but I might sort of give this one a go eventually. It looks very much like you're just... Oh, I can't even think of the game right now. It's been a long week, guys. But that is it for today's show. That's all I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. Looking forward to actually Hellblade coming out in the next couple of weeks. They haven't been saying much about that PlayStation 4 exclusive game, but that's probably going to be my next pickup, and I'm always keeping my eye out for a bargain. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you liked it, do give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with all your friends. I'm not doing these as much anymore. I think it's up to about episode 16 or 17 for the year. But when I did sort of start out on YouTube, it was once a week. So I don't know how I made all of them. Yeah, especially when I was using Connect and having to upload it like 3 times. I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning editing and stuff like that. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's show, and I will see you guys next week for the gaming news opinions. They're normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might sort of start doing them a bit more regularly, just to sort of condense it, because the actual episodes have been going for around sort of 10-15 minutes each. So maybe if I just sort of do one quick show each day, it might be a bit more better for everyone and a bit more better for me, because it does take a lot of time to edit those. So guys, have yourself a great weekend. Let me know what you're playing, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!